Conference, stamp duty is a bad tax. It is an unconservative tax. The last Conservative government cut stamp duty for thousands of home buyers. But now we must go further. We must free up our housing market, because a society where no one can afford to buy or move is a society where social mobility is dead. So I have looked at the stamp duty thresholds to see where we can change them. I have looked at the rates you have to pay to see if we can lower them. I have decided that we can't, because that simply wouldn't be enough. Conference, the next Conservative government will abolish stamp duty on your home. Every generation must face its test. In the 1940s, our test was to defeat fascism and ensure the victory of freedom. In the 1980s, it was to banish socialism and deliver prosperity. And in the 2020s, our test is to restore a strong economy, secure our borders, and rebuild Britain's strength so our children inherit a country that works. I love this party for what it has given me, but more than that, I love it because it has made life better for so many in our country and will do so again. Time and time again, guided by our values and our principles, we have steered this country through its darkest days. And today, we must be ready to do the same again. We are competing with restless and ambitious countries around the world. We are competing with 1 billion people in India striving to become middle class. We are competing with economic success stories like Poland. 15 years ago, Polish workers came here to find opportunity. Now, Poland is growing twice as fast as we are. While Britain was redefining what a woman is, China was building 5 nuclear reactors. Some countries won't be able to do this. And in those countries, millions of people will decide that they want to come here instead. And if our borders are not secure, they will succeed, especially if our economy is addicted to migration. We need a new approach that delivers a stronger economy and stronger borders. We owe that to our children. We need to remember who we are fighting for. We are fighting for people who work hard and do the right thing. We are fighting for people who ask, why do sickness benefits pay more than the minimum wage, more than the living wage even? We are fighting for small business owners, people who take risks and get things done. We are fighting for the victims of crime. They want to know that we are on their side, that criminals will face the full force of the law. We are fighting for the farmers, putting food on our tables. These are our people, Conference. They are the backbone of our country. We fought for them before, and we will fight for them again. Today we learn that Labour deliberately collapsed the trial of 2 men accused of spying on MPs for China, because the Prime Minister wants to suck up to Beijing. This is squalid. Conference, last year, the public voted for change, but all they have been given is change for the worse. And because they are still angry with us, parties that in normal times would never be seen as a serious option for government are gaining ground, making promises they will never be able to keep. Let's look at what's on offer out there for all those disappointed by Labour. Reform, promising free beer tomorrow. Jeremy Corbyn, promising free jam. Lib Dems, promising free lentils. All of them promising more spending, blowing up the public finances. Whether it's Starmer, Farage, Corbyn or Davey, all these men are shaking the same magic money tree. Following the same failed playbook. No plan for growth. No honesty about the scale of the challenges. In the NHS, industrial action has kept waiting lists high for far too long. Enough is enough. We will ban doctors from going on strike. So today, I am introducing a new golden economic rule. Every pound we save will be put to work. At least half will go towards cutting the deficit, because living within our means is our first priority.
Well, that was very strong oratory, and it's probably the best I've seen since I went to an American conference last year where they had also very strong orators, albeit they weren't a major political party.
Yeah. So,
Mainly being hard talking on mainly the immigration, which is the issue I most care about, and just sort of the way she carried herself, a lot more confident than usual, it seems. Yeah, I agree, but I think there's a lot more carrying herself, a lot more confidence. We'll see how that transpires, but there seems to be a lot more assertiveness than what's happened previously.
I feel quite positive with what Kemi had to say today as a local activist and a volunteer. So when I go out knocking on the door, at least I've got something to say. We've got a clear blueprint, and I'm quite positive. Come next May 2026, we're going to win those local elections, and I'm motivated. I'm ready to go and win back, especially Westminster Council. We're going to retain that back. It's going to turn blue.
cemented her position in there?
She's a good leader, and I felt today with her delivering the speech, it's kind of like giving us direction and hope.
Yeah.
Stamp duty, yes. Everyone should own their own home. We need to scrap that.
Yes,
tell me what
because
you made of it.
she dealt with all the economic issues, all the constraints we've been suffering in the last 2 years. She's provided all the answers, and today she has clenched it. I saw the next Prime Minister of United Kingdom walking down that stage. Yes, that's what I saw. Yes, there are bound to be doubts, right? Even you have your doubts as well. So it's normal, it's sustainable to have doubts. It actually propels you to the next best thing. And today, Kemi has cleared the air for everyone to see. That's what I saw.
So you think next year will be a big year for the Tories?
I know so. Not just believe, I know that. Thank you so much.
Spot on, thank you.
I was massively impressed by her speech. I thought it was the best speech of the entire conference and the best speech of her leadership so far. I thought particularly the policy about abolishing stamp duty was very important and very necessary to get more people on the housing ladder. So, 100% so. I think her speech shows she has a clear vision for our country, a clear conservative vision that I think has been lacking for the past few years, where I think in government we've been drifting towards a big government, high tax vision for our country, sadly. I think it's definitely cemented in position.
Yeah,
I think so, and I think that we have elections coming up in May. I think there's going to be some promising elections, like in the London boroughs with some councils like Westminster, Barnet, Enfield that we could gain from Labour. And I think we have a good reason as well to fight reform about, particularly our borders plan, where we've actually fleshed out some good substantive policy, unlike before where they basically literally write their policies on a flag packet and just spit out.
Early days, but speech of a future Prime Minister?
I think so. I think I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. Some really sort of eye-catching policies, and yeah, something to get us positive.
Yeah. Any particular highlights in there for you? Any announcements?
Well, obviously the stamp duty one at the end was quite a surprise and very welcome.
Yeah, confidence again?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back here again next year as a leader again, giving another great speech.
Brilliant, thank you very much.